My name is Adel Dekker. 5 months ago, I started a digital agency here in Berlin, and yeah, we like to do stuff with data. So that's that's what I also talk about: open data. Yes. Okay. It's all about data. I mean, data. You can do a lot of stuff with data, and one thing you can do with data is telling stories, and that's what we like to do. I'll tell you a short example. A year ago, my girlfriend broke up with me, and she sent me a letter, actually. And I thought, this is funny data, so let's do something with it. So I made it. Yes, you can see it. I made a tear cloud out of it, and it actually reads, "It's me and it's not you." Which is kind of the whole, I mean, it's a classic breakup letter, but I really like this. I mean, this is my Foursquare data plotted on a Google map, and it can give me a lot of details. I can see exactly the place where I don't go, the place I often go, and it's interesting to see this data because it makes new stories out of really raw, simple data. This is my Doppler account. I can exactly see where my carbon footprint is. I use other tools like Wakupa to see my software usage, or Last.fm to track my music. And I want this data because I can do other stuff with it. So yeah, this is Napoleon. He also had a great idea about data. This is his march from Poland to Russia, Moscow. And he went there with 400,000 people. He came back with 10,000, which is the black line. And you can see exactly where they died. They died at rivers, etc. But Napoleon, even though he lost, he's still a cool guy because he used this data to actually make something out of it. So what he did is he visualized the data to actually make sense of it, so he could make plans for the upcoming battles, where he could see, okay, this data doesn't, crossing a river in the winter is not such a good idea. This is data vision we made, your neighbors, and it's visualizing warheads. You can see every warhead is a line, and the size of the warhead is the range of the warhead. But it was actually really hard to get this data, so we kind of want the data that Napoleon had. So what we try to find data which is often very, very hard, which shouldn't be hard because it's a lot of public data that should just be out there, like nuclear warheads, for example. I mean, one thing we organize a conference, it's a bar camp actually, and it's called Hack the Overheid, which translates to Hack the Government. And we try to find this data. We try to find all the data that we can, and we scrape it, and we bring together a lot of different people. We bring together journalists, developers, hackers, people who work at the government, and we try to find data, and we try to make new stories out of this data. So think of iPhone applications, new websites, data visualizations, a lot of stuff. So we bring them together for a day. Okay, yes, this is a project that we've been working on. It's an alternative for the Chamber of Commerce website. And we scraped the data and we made it publicly available, and we made a really nice interface because the other website was really useless. So we just redid the website. Yeah, I think it's a really big part of democracy too, to have open data, to have it publicly available, and to let people play with it. Because open data can also improve data sets. Just put it out there and see what happens. This is an initiative by the British government and Tim Berners-Lee, where they have thousands of data sets. It's been going on for a few months, nearly, and just they've posted the data sets and people improved it because okay, this is not accurate data. I mean, OpenStreetMap is also an example. This is an alternative for Google Maps, where people can just manually adjust data. So they say, okay, there should be a road here, there should be something here, which is like a collaborative kind of data exploring thing, which is really nice. You can change the designs the way you like. Yes, this is another thing. Customizing data can be interesting. This is a Feltron report. Michael Felton is a designer in San Francisco, and every year he makes data visualization about his life. So you can see exactly what he's eaten, where he goes to often, this kind of stuff. And he all bundles it in one really nice report. I mean, you can use tools for this, like Datum, where you can just throw in all your data and make some sense out of it later. I mean, it's cool that you can actually make the world a better place. This is Haiti. Now it's a map of Haiti just after the earthquake, and people were adding maps, for example. They were adding primary and secondary, roads, so that help agencies could help everyone. Yeah. Okay. I think even if you're not a developer or you're just a little bit interested in the subject, I think it's a really important thing to just get your data out and let other people do stuff with this data. Just get it out in the public, make it as raw as possible, and yeah, give it a platform. Okay, we have 2 events coming up, one in Berlin and one in Amsterdam. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy the rest of the speakers.